Hi, this is Mandy from Sunflowers and Doors. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a really quick flip through of a journal I completed following Tracie Fox's tutorials on her detective casebook. I'd already done a detective journal previously, a Sherlock Holmes one, using Victoria Designs kit. And when I saw Tracie's, I had to have another go. So it's turned out really, really great, I think. There was a few quirks along the way. But yeah, I was really, really pleased with how this turned out. So Tracie's kit is available on her site. I will leave a link to that below. And I will also leave a copy of the a link to the playlist that she's put up for each stage. I followed some, I haven't followed all, but I have followed most of them. So this is our tall, skinny journal. It's 29, just over 29 centimetres, so 11.5 inches tall by 10.5 centimetres, just over 4 inches wide. And the spine on this one is 4 centimetres, which is just over, perhaps 1 3/4 of an inch. I used Tracie's kit. I used hardboard for the spine, and I purchased some linen, I think it's self-adhesive linen fabric-y type. It's not self-adhesive, this one, sorry. It's paper-backed linen, and I got this from Shepherds of London, which was a shop that Tracie's recommended on a few occasions. And it's absolutely fabulous. I made a bit of a mistake when I first put this on. This went underneath the front cover. So I had to rectify that and do a new piece on top. But I actually prefer it on top of the cover. And it's got a really lovely feel. It's quite hard wearing. So yeah, thoroughly enjoyed putting this together. The journal has 4 signatures and yeah, mix of papers. So I'll go through this with you. So on the inside we've got a pocket here and just a tag, and that tag is from the kit that Tracie provided. I've used some of the paper clips from another kit that Tracie put on, and I love these, absolutely fabulous. So I used a couple of those, and I managed to get my hands on some, I don't know if you can see them particularly well, but these are some charms. So these ones here is a load of keys on a chain, so like a jailer's kind of keys. Lots of paper from the kit. Again, another pocket here from the kit. Just a little bit of embellishing. This is some vintage paper I got from I don't know where and I don't know when. But some of the invoice type sheets. Some coffee dyed paper with some stamps from, I think these are from one of the Tim Holtz collections. And more vintage paper, more paper from the kit. Lots of room in this one. I didn't want it to be too chunky. I've got some vintage invoices here as well that I've used. Yeah, these are fabulous. Really, 1909, loved them. Now, this one here was kind of followed. I followed Tracie's, or started to follow Tracie's origami kind of pocket, but I thought I was really, really clever and thought, oh, I could make that out of a paper bag. And as it worked out, you can't make it out of a paper bag, but with a few tweaks I did make it work. So I've done the paper bag pocket here, which is like a bit of an evidence pocket. I just had to make a few adaptations to that to make it work. But yeah, some Tim Holtz stamps and pictures on that one. Some vintage lace used with some more vintage papers, some more papers from the kit. The kit is absolutely fabulous. Some of the index clips from the Tim Holtz range. some more vintage papers and coffee dyed papers and vintage papers and kit pages, vintage papers and more coffee dyed papers, lots and lots of writing space or space to add. This one here was another one of Tracie's clips, and I've just put one of those chains on. This one here, I love this. This was from Tracie's kit. It's an evidence folder, so I just did some embellishing on that. And then inside, there was one of the cards, and again, following Tracie's tutorial, evidence card and a weapon, which is a handgun. No, it's not. It's a rifle, or perhaps it's a handgun with a silencer. I don't know. But that one again, I bought from Etsy. Excuse me. They weren't easy to get hold of. Tracie did say they weren't easy to get hold of, and I concur. They aren't. I had to do a little bit of searching, odd searching, to get my hands on them. But I was chuffed when I found them. So again, then just some papers. Another pocket here. More papers. This one here is another evidence folder, and just with an evidence tag on that. And this one closes here. We've got just a little glassine bag inside, evidence bag, and this closes just by tucking it under that evidence little label there. Again, totally inspired by Tracie. I don't know if I'm putting that back in the right place. I'm not even sure if there is a right or wrong place for these, but I did try to even them out. And then we've got more papers. The kit is just beautiful. Another one of the key rings, and on this one there's a little set of handcuffs, if you can see that. They are super, super cute. Just an evidence record there, tucked in. I mean, you could really have gone to town with embellishing this. Another pocket and a tag, but it was just, I wanted to do this one for the experience, and so I didn't want it overflowing. I didn't want gator mouth with this, which is something I tend to struggle with. So I was really careful in what I put in, and what I didn't put in, if you like. But yeah, the kit has got some amazing, amazing things to add. And so you can literally work with it to your heart's content. Just lots and lots of papers. As I said, a right mix of vintage and old and new, kit, coffee dyed. Another one of Tracie's paper clips here with just some extra keys. We've got another pocket here. Now these were super fun to work with. I absolutely had a ball with these. I made 2 of them. They're not quite as grand as Tracie's, but I did really have a lot of fun with these. So this was just an index kind of card folder, and embellished the front of that. And then this here was something Tracie had done in her tutorial, and it was fabulous, absolutely fabulous. So again, I will link the playlist for these tutorials for you. But honestly, seriously, if you haven't seen them, then they just give you so many fabulous ideas, not just for this project, but it could be used with any project. So yeah, I would definitely recommend you pop over and have a look at those. Tracie's done some more ephemera pieces as well that I didn't get around to doing, but as I said, this one was more for experience of using some decent bookbinding materials, and I don't know why that's stuck there. So this was more about the process for me rather than the outcome, although I am hugely chuffed with the outcome. And again, another one of the evidence folders, same process. I just absolutely think they're fabulous, and you can, like I said, you can use them for so many different purposes. Yeah, absolutely. You could make some, they'd be fabulous for some botanical journals, and you could use like flowers underneath instead of obviously the pictures of the convicts or criminals or suspects. They'd just be brilliant. And again, another pocket on the back of that. So just a really, really quick flip through. I had, like I said, so much fun with this. And the kit was beautiful to work with. Definitely highly recommended. And so, yeah, a huge thank you to Tracie for putting that kit together and for spending time on the tutorials, which was so detailed and so clear. Really taught me a lot. So yeah, a huge thank you to Tracie for that. But that is a flip through of my detective case book journal. I hope you enjoyed it. Any comments or questions, pop them in the description, the section below. All the details again will be in the description box, and I will catch you in the next video. So until then, take care, stay safe, and I will speak to you soon. Bye for now.